This is session 13 of our Rogues to Riches campaign. So when we left off, you guys had been brought into the patronage, the employ of the magnificent Joop van Ooms of Amsterdam. And he had discussed the first task he had for you was to go out to the countryside southeast of Amsterdam and find a group of bandits that had been preying on people using some kind of strange flying machines. He wanted you to take out these flying machines, make sure that they were, no longer a threat. Take out the bandits too, I guess. The leader of said group of bandits' name was Florence Vorkink. And that was pretty much all the information you had. You guys then went and made sure you all secured rooms and lodgings for, I think, a couple of months at least. You had paid for in advance. You had signed 1-year contracts anyway to work for Mr. Ooms. So I know you wanted to ask some more questions. You said, Rachel, of your employer, perhaps about the job. So we can maybe say that you guys would meet at breakfast and have a discussion. You can have a breakfast at his tower, and
He just froze.
Yep. We got a frozen referee.
Might be his XSplit.
Man, that's really crappy.
okay,
There he is.
good to see the broadcast is still alive. Okay, that's good to know. But I joined it. I rejoined once again already, and then it crashed again. So I don't know if this is going to work.
Did it crash when you were not using XSplit?
Yeah, it's done that before too.
Huh, weird. Never had it crash on me before.
I think I have a motherboard issue. Yeah. That's what I believe anyway. Okay, let's see if this lasts. So, anyway, apologies for saying. You could have some breakfast with you Vanooms early in the morning, like at the crack of dawn, before you set out. And whoa, why did my XSplit just go off again? Oh, and that whoop, what the frick? What is going on with it?
I think it might be busted.
Wow, that's weird. XSplit's just like crapped out on me now. Well, okay. I guess we do it without it. I guess we just go without it for now. I've never had XSplit just stop working like that before. Maybe no, XSplit's definitely not the problem because I had the same problem with OBS. I tried it and it still crashed, and I think I even tried it without any virtual cam software, and it still crashed. In fact, it crashed on me in the middle of work the other day. So, and I wasn't using any of this video shit. So, I think my fucking laptop is a piece of shit. That's what I think. So, Jose, you were saying that Andres wanted to do something about getting a different weapon.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can get a rapier instead of like.
Why do you want a rapier?
I just want one.
Okay. You know they're kind of crap, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. And by kind of crap, I'll tell you what I mean. Let's see. Pardon me. Rapier. So it gets a -2 penalty to hit any opponents that have an unadjusted armor class of 15 or better. So basically anybody wearing chainmail or better armor, or with even thick-skinned creatures and stuff that have AC of 15 or higher, without any adjustments, you get a negative to hit them. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that actually.
You still want one?
No, I think I'm good now.
Okay, just checking. Okay. So, breakfast, you Venooms, bright and early in the morning. I think, what was it last time? It was, it's November 8th now, 1631.
Could you write that employer's name and the bandit leader's name in the chat for me?
Yes, I think I can. Let me see here. If I go to private chat. You Vanooms is your patron. And the J is pronounced like a Y. Yoop, not Joop. Yoop Vanooms. And the bandit is Florens, right? Florens Vorkink. Boom. There you go.
Thank you so much. So yeah, is Ooms currently around? Is our patron currently around?
I'm sorry, is what currently around?
Jupe Von Ooms, is he currently around?
Oh yeah. You're having breakfast at his tower. He's
Okay.
there. It's a really pretentious little collection of various little like tarts and cakes and tea.
Yeah. So Rachel will say, so these bandits that we're going after. First thing I need to know: do we have any kind of time limit we're dealing with here? I mean, are you wanting this done in a by a particular date?
No, I think it's most important just that you complete the task. Time is not so much an issue.
Okay, good. That opens up our options then. Do you know how many minions this guy has under him? How big these bandits are in the area?
How many he has, I do not know.
How many ships have been seen flying in the sky like the eagle?
He should have 2 flying machines.
And just to be sure, you said to destroy said machine.
Correct.
Um, how high up can these fly, and how fast do they go?
Well, why do you think I would know that?
Because you're
I mean, you
well
seem
informed.
like, I mean, I'm just, you seem to have more information than we do on, this current thing. So I'm just checking to see if you would.
That is true, but I do not know how high they can go. Quite high, I understand.
Could I hit it with an arrow or a bullet?
Possibly. Probably. A lot of that would depend on your own skill. I do believe they're quite fast.
Do you happen to know what kind of material they're made out of?
I would have to assume light material. Probably some kind of wood.
I was thinking if it's simply wood and cloth, maybe we could shoot some flaming arrows at them.
I was thinking exactly the same. Fire arrows can take out flying ships if they're made of wood.
Of course, the other thing to consider here.
There goes
Oh,
Ian.
DM. I'll continue. Rachel will continue her thought as he tries to get back in, hopefully. But Rachel would say that the other thing to consider would be Florence himself. Mr. Ooms wants Florence alive if possible. So the other tactic, rather than trying to take on these bandits head on, would be to maybe try to act like we're there for a job. Get on his good side, see how many men he has. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best at speech, so I'll leave that to one of you guys. But I mean, I've been in war most of my life, so I'm sure this guy would be able to see, potential in having a trained fighter at his side.
Perhaps. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your own work, but I think perhaps when it comes to destroying these machines, you may be overcomplicating things. Maybe the easiest way would be to destroy them while they're on the ground.
Well, that's why I suggest that we, maybe, try to dress up like, or not dress up necessarily like bandits, but try to find this camp, walk in, say we're looking for a job, maybe gain this this Florence guy's, trust, and then once we have his trust, we, knock him out, kill his crew, burn the machines, and take him on a little road trip back to Mr. Ooms here, who will do whatever Mr. Ooms does with said person.
Are we to deliver this man directly to you, or is it to go somewhere else, if we were able to capture him?
I am not particularly interested in the man.
And I thought you wanted his mind about the machines.
Did I say that?
I believe last night at dinner that's what you said, but if you've changed your mind, then let's just do a direct attack, kill everyone, and get out of
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry. I had quite a bit of wine last night. Yes, that's fine then. Bring him back here, if you must. Alive or dead, I do not care.
I have a quick question. Do you happen to know anybody who knows the area that can maybe take us so we have like a better vantage point, or we can get a better look at this place before we head in?
I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
Like a guide, like somebody who knows where this camp is, where we can get a better look at it before we get in there.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't know where his camp is either.
Where
No, you'll have-
was the last attack seen?
Well, yes, I can give you an idea of the area in which they operate. Of course.
That would be most helpful. Instead of searching country complete, we can just go and try to find him in more secluded part of country.
Yes, of course. I don't expect you to wander all across Europe looking for the man. No.
Maybe we can get a local map of the area.
Perhaps you to speak to a map maker, a cartographer, as it were. I am not one of those, I'm afraid. I do many things, but cartography is not one of my preferred arts.
The area that he operates in, is it open land, plains, for example, or is it like a foresty area?
It is a road that passes through forest and plains both. Most of the attacks usually happen pretty close to the forest, however, and it would make sense for bandits to hide out in such a place. That said, if he has these flying machines, I don't know if he'd be able to hide those in the forest or not.
We shall find out.
Of course. I mean, if you travel to the area, I'm sure you will find evidence of their handiwork, perhaps recent victims.
If the attacks happen close to the forest, then probably not too much to imagine that they hang out perhaps on the other side of the forest. I don't know what these flying machines are like or how much land they need to take off, of course. But I imagine it'd be difficult to land a flying machine in woods.
I would imagine so as well.
So I say when we get to the forest, rather than continuing on out, we just head straight into the forest. It'd make it harder for to be seen from the air as well, with the trees blocking off.
Of course.
Shall you be supplying us with horses?
I believe I supplied you with 600 silver pieces last night, each of you.
Indeed.
If you feel like you need horses, I can put you on to a good man.
Very well. Do we want horses?
I mean, I'm wearing a chainmail, so
Horses be good to travel long distance if these attacks are now not close to town. Horses would be good, yes.
Indeed, and I'd rather not have to carry 2 weeks' worth of food on my own back, if not necessary.
So yes, we will take info for contact for horses.
Okay. Yep. So he'll give you the name of a merchant in the market square that specializes in mounts. Let's see here. I just want to double check. So, yep, that's correct. I got it. So, an unencumbered humanoid can travel about 24 miles per day. An unencumbered horse can travel about 48 miles per day. So, yeah, cover about twice as much ground.
How much does does I need to get my book open, but also when I buy my horse and my saddles and everything, I'd also like to. I'm sure one of those guys will be around. Those guys that like pack things professionally. I'd like to hire one of those guys to pack my stuff.
To pack your stuff?
Yeah, like I think it's supposed to take like an encumbrance off or something. I just vaguely remember it from like a long time ago. I haven't read it recently, but there's those people that can like professionally pack your stuff, and it like takes one encumbrance away or something.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. A teamster has packed the animal's load. It takes away 5 points of encumbrance points on the mount. hmm There's a whole set of rules here for encumbrance for mounts.
Do we have any other question to ask our patron before we head out?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Same here.
Very well.
So does he inform us of the general location or the region where these bandits operate?
Yes, absolutely. It's about 45 miles southeast of Amsterdam, the edge of the city. So it would be about a day's ride on a horse.
I did think of one last question. These flying machines, how are they attacking with them? I mean, like, are they just dropping rocks out of the machine? Are they shooting arrows down? Or...
I do not know exact details, but I would assume dropping things from above would be quite dangerous, be they rocks or even burning flasks or, God forbid, grenades.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So you want to go buy horses?
While they go by horses, I would give Antonio my money to get my horse while I go get a map made.
All right.
Okay.
Want me to join you, Andreas, just to be sure?
You'd probably be a good person to go with them to get horses, don't you think, Matayawa?
Oh, of course.
Because you'd know horses.
Yeah, I'll go for the horses. I'll take a fast, quick one because I'm not encumbered at all, so I'll be swift as the wind.
Yeah, riding horses are 100 silver pieces each. If you want, then where is the whole saddle gear and all that? Riding gear is another 25, so you're looking at 125 silver pieces. What is riding gear? Does it actually describe what riding gear consists of? I wonder. I imagine it's just like basic saddle, bridle, you know. Um, I don't even think it includes saddlebags. The saddlebags are sold
Probably
separately.
saddle, blanket, bridle.
Makes sense to me. Where's the equipment stuff? Property? No, that's too far. That's too far the other way. Right here.
Do they have war horses available?
There are, yes, there are war horses. They're 500 silver pieces. It's quite a bit more. And of course, you can also get, I believe you can get armor for them as well. Let me see, where would it be here? Animals, vehicles. I remember something about barding.
Isn't it in armor, maybe?
I found it in movement
barding.
under movement.
No, it's in armor. Leather barding, chain barding, plate barding.
Under movement, they have under movement and encumbrance. There's a barding area, but it doesn't say how much it is. It only says how much
It
encumbrance.
has it here on the equipment list, page 27, under armor. So, like leather barding is 250 silver pieces, chain is 500, plate is 1,000. Really, plate barding isn't that expensive considering how much it costs for. Costs the same amount to get plate barding for a horse as it does for plate armor for a human. Fair enough. I guess it's probably easier to make and.
In fact, I'd like to show you
Yeah.
my appreciation.
So,
Yeah, I'll head to the
Let us go buy horses.
the horse dealer.
okay.
And Andres is supposed to go get the map.
Yeah. You could go to cartographer, get a local map. Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
So it's
Actually,
100.
probably for more than a local map. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see
Sorry, go
here.
ahead.
Hold on, I want to check something here. I'm going too far past it. So
Thank you.
25 for riding gear, 1 silver for saddlebags.
Mhm.
So 26. So 126. So make sure you mark 126 silver off of your total there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's for a horse, riding gear, and a saddlebag.
All right.
And if I were to get a war horse, what's a war horse's AC? I can't find it. Like, what's a war horse's AC compared to a riding horse?
It's the same, I believe.
Okay.
The war horse would probably have more hit points.
Yeah.
And it'd probably be trained, for, it wouldn't panic as quickly in battle and stuff like that.
Right. And probably be able to attack as well.
So yeah. So if you're just getting the riding horse, the saddle, and the saddlebags, Jose, you can just mark off 126 silver for Andres. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right, I'll get a war horse. So
500
yeah.
silver then.
All right, and then
For the gear, for the mountain riding gear.
and one for the saddlebags.
Sure.
And then how much does it cost to have someone professionally pack my stuff onto the war horse?
It requires a teamster. Let me look here at how much teamsters cost. That's going to be under retainers. Here we go. A teamster. So I'll do it for 5 silver pieces.
Okay, sounds good. I'll pay him the 5 silver pieces. I'll go to the bank and I'll just get out gold pieces to pay for the war horse.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
I'm already traveling light, so I don't need anyone to pack.
sure.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, the map. You wanted the
Just
Yeah, I would want to go to the person and see if I can get like a little more detailed one where if he could
Yeah.
put like
what you're looking for isn't so much a local map, it's more of a kingdom map because you're looking for like roads and the forest and all that. So it's gonna cost 10 silver.
That's fun. And I would ask him if he could like pretty much like mark in the map areas where I can get like a high vantage where I could see the area better.
On the map.
Yeah, if he knows any. You know,
Oh,
like
so you want something more like a topographical map?
yeah.
Oh, I can do that for you. Yes. Give me 2 weeks and 25 silver. Paid up front.
I don't got 2 weeks. So.
Well, then I'm afraid this is all I can do. 10 silver and it's yours.
Is there any way that, like I said, if you can just mark some areas that you know that I could get like a vantage point to the land, I'll I'll pay you extra.
He pulls out a quill, rolls the map out, and quickly circles like 3 little spots in the map. Now there you go. 5 more silver, please.
I'll give him 25 silver. I'll be like, thank you for your help, and I'll definitely be coming back at some point.
Very well. Good luck, sir.
Thank you. And you as well.
He puts the 25 silver away. There's a sucker born every minute. Okay. Anything else anyone needs before you leave? No? Good.
no, I did stop and pick up rations. I got 7 days worth of rations, a bedroll, and some torches for the set, put in the saddlebags.
Okay. You know each day's ration counts as 1 item.
Right. That's why they're going in the saddlebags.
Cool. Okay.
What is encumbrance for animals? How does that work?
Okay. So I'm just looking here. So for every human or dwarf riding the animal, yeah, it's plus 5 points. Okay. It's on the inside cover at the back of the book, but it's also probably in the mounts section, since that's where I'm looking at it here, in the actual book itself. Where that is, don't know exactly. Retainers, maritime, movement, and encumbrance. Here it is. It'd be on page 39 in the book. It doesn't mention about saddlebags, but that's fine.
Well, that's fine. Let's see here.
But yeah, so it's 5 points for a person riding the animal.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be any barding, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Oh, and also, what's your encumbrance? What's your encumbrance points at currently?
I have 8 points of my own.
No, you don't. Because 5 is over encumbered.
No, I have 1 point. Sorry.
1 point. Okay.
I see what you mean.
So that brings up to 6.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's
your
here.
not your,
and then it would be 2 points for not including the saddlebags. Saddlebags is a point, I believe.
Here it is. Per 5 items that the animal's carrying. Okay. So you put 7 Rations
So I-
and something else. So that would be 2 more points. Yeah.
Right. No, I have rations and 3 torches, so there's 10 there.
Okay. So that's 2
So that's
points.
2 points.
You're
And
up to
then
5,
saddlebags,
6, 7, 8.
bedroll, that would be so it's still 2 points. So it's 12 points altogether, not including me. So that's 2 plus, so it's 7 points.
Plus 1 for your encumbrance.
Plus 1 for my encumbrance, right?
That's 8.
All right. How do mounts get encumbered? How does that affect them? I'm not finding it.
Well, if you look at the chart there, it affects their movement speed.
Right, I'm just not finding it. Is it the same as us?
Nope. 0 to 10 points is unencumbered. 11 to 15 is lightly encumbered.
Okay, so it's sitting at like 8 points then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's unencumbered.
But what about, okay, yeah, so unencumbered. Okay.
Mhm.
There we go. Excellent.
He can travel up to 48 miles per day. He can run 240 feet per round.
Excellent.
He can move 80 feet in combat per round.
I did like Antonio, buying a week worth of ration and put it on my horse
Yeah,
since we're heading out.
sure.
Just saying, I did that too.
Good. Who's the most encumbered? It'd probably be Rachel, yeah?
Yep.
Rachel, what's your encumbrance at?
Yeah. Well, you said that each ration counts as an encumbrance. I thought that items in a stack didn't only counted as one item.
That's only italicized items.
Okay.
Rations are italicized.
Oh, okay. I must have misread that then. Let me see.
Things like a holy symbol, jewelry,
Right.
map.
So chalk, tinderbox.
Yeah. Okay, well, shit, I have way too much stuff then.
Good thing you're buying a horse.
Yeah, it is. All right, I have like 7 rations. I don't know why I have so many.
I have 7 now.
That's 7
Oh,
days.
did you?
That's a week's rations, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a week. That's why, because I bought a week's worth. That's right. Okay, so yeah, 7 rations.
That's not just one meal; it's 1 day's worth of rice as well. So yeah.
Yeah. I just got confused for a second. So then that's a +6 to what I currently have because I counted as one item. Oil flask. I have 2 oil flasks.
Those are
oil flasks.
I believe.
Okay, cool. And what about?
No, they're not.
They're not?
Flasks are encumbering as well.
Oh, they are? Okay. Well, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
I thought they were because they're glass. Yeah.
And they're heavy. With
And I
at
have
least a pound, I would imagine.
3 scatter shots. That's 2 more. So I have 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 with just that stuff, and then I have 15 total. So that's 15 plus 8 is.
Remember, it's a point of encumbrance for the horse for every 5 items that encumber a person.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Okay. Well, still total. I have
Yeah,
23 items.
You said right.
I have 23 total. So that's 4 points worth of encumbrance.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. And you're wearing chain armor.
I am.
5. What kind of weapons do you have? Do you have any other
Medium, no, just a medium weapon and a minor weapon, and a flintlock arquebus with a rifle barrel.
Ooh, wait. Oh yeah, arquebus. Oh, arquebus is a rifle, right?
Yeah, arquebus is kind of like a shorter rifle, yeah.
It only costs
But it's not overly encumbering.
A musket's oversized. Arquebus is okay, cool. Yep. So yeah, you'd be at 23 items. You'd be over encumbered because you're at 5. So yeah, but once you put some of that stuff into the horse's saddlebags, you'll be able to walk again.
Like your food,
okay.
like non-essentials like food, the oil flasks, you don't really need to be carrying those around, probably.
Yeah.
Even if you
I
just put
moved
the
some stuff over from my bag to the saddlebags.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, so those things I'm putting in the saddlebag. On my person, I just have the armor and the weapons. I don't think I have need for anything else on my person right now.
Okay, so let's figure that out then. So with you, with just your armor and your weapons,
That's
you
just
are
3
at
points.
regular.
4 points. I mean, I'm sorry, that's 3. It's a total of like 2 encumbrance because chain armor will count as for 1 encumbrance. Let me look on my little sheet.
Correct.
Chain armor counts as 1, and I'm
Are you
only
carrying 6 more
carrying.
different items?
Huh?
How many items are you
No.
carrying besides that?
No, I put everything else on my horse. So the only thing I have on me
Okay.
on my person is my chainmail, my medium weapon, and my minor weapon, and everything
And
else I put
at,
on my horse.
You're at regular encumbrance then, so you're at 1 unencumbered person, right?
Yeah.
So that counts as 6 points for the horse. And how much stuff does the horse have on it? How many items?
Total, including me and my armor and everything.
Nope. Just items in the saddlebags.
Oh, just items in the saddlebag. That would be 20.
Okay, so it's another 4 points. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, but I counted that to begin with. That's
Sorry?
what I was counting to begin with. Like at the beginning, I counted everything,
Yeah.
including myself.
Okay. Yeah, so the horse is at 10 or less points. It's unencumbered as well. Got it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to check. So I know. So you guys can, travel up to 48 miles in a day's travel.
Excellent.
Okay, good. So you're heading out. You've had breakfast and you went to the market, did all that stuff. So it's late morning by the time you're leaving, probably like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning by the time you get on the road. Let's see for encounters day and night. Okay. So you travel a good few hours, break for lunch, travel another like 4 or 5 hours, probably stop to eat. Oh wait, no, geez,
Is
it'll
there
be getting dark by then.
is there a village along the way to the forest, or like some place where people who might have been attacked by these bandits would have gone through?
Uh-huh. A village, no, but as it turns out, there is an in-house, like a
Like a roadhouse?
roadside inn. Yeah, roadhouse.
Okay.
How far from the town would that be? Probably about 20, 24, 25 miles from the town. So that'd be about a half a day's travel, which is actually about all you're going to get this day because I forgot it's wintertime. It's going to be getting dark.
Right.
Really. You're probably, if Amsterdam is anything like here, it's going to probably get dark around 4 o'clock. So maybe 4:30. So yeah, but you guys can make it to that house, that roadhouse. So it's a nice, relatively nice roadhouse. Looks untouched by the war that has been raging on for. I mean, you're not really exactly on the front here either, so cozy. In let's see, what's a good name for this thing?
As we ride up to the place, I'm going to turn to my companions and say, keep an eye on who we meet in this place. Bandits do like to find their marks in such buildings, so just beware of anybody being too curious of our directional travel.
Go.
I nod.
Okay. Just trying to get a good name for this inn. God, some of these name generators are god awful. Okay, here we go. I like this one. It's called the Bottle Arms, and it's got like a shield with 2 bottles crossed instead of 2 swords on it. The Bottle Arms. Okay, and as you approach, as you kind of go in, you can hear noises inside. You can hear people kind of talking and laughing. You can hear some music playing. Somebody's playing a flute, kind of poorly. You tie your horses off outside.
I'm guessing they don't have any stables around or anything.
No, they don't have a proper stable. They've got kind of like, there's feeding troughs and there's a covered shelter where you can tie the horses off, but you pretty much got to do it all yourself. There's no stable hand or anything like that. There's places, there's a wall on that, it's basically like 3 walls. It's got one open side. So there's posts where you can hang like saddles and stuff like that if you want to actually properly desaddle the horses. And probably wishing you'd hired somebody to do that kind of stuff for you about now, but
Yeah. Rachel's actually okay with it. I mean, she never thought she'd have a war horse. So, she's kind of treating it like someone today would be treating like a brand new car, Like every time you see her, she's like giving it a groom and, like talking to it silently.
Sorry, Jose, I didn't see your question in the chat there. Did you find the answer?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. I just saw it now, so. Yeah, okay, so Rachel's taking her time, getting her horse properly, undressed, as it were, getting the saddle off and the bridle off. And
Yep, do the same.
giving it a good brushing. And I'd assume that they kind of come with riding gear, comes along with the stuff you'd need for brushing them out and all that, Seems
Yeah,
to make
makes sense.
to me. You all do that with your own horses? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, Natalia, you're probably used to riding even without a saddle. Did you buy a saddle?
Actually, I did. But
Okay, fair enough.
come to think of it,
Hey,
I don't
when
need
in
it.
when in Rome, you're trying to learn the way.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, though.
exactly. I'm trying to understand how you people work. So
Also,
yeah, sure.
You people.
Well, these horses are not trained to be ridden bareback like that. So
Yeah, because
That's
to be able to ride it bareback and everything, you need to be trained with the horse. So
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know very little about horses, so I don't know.
I will not try my luck.
My sister knows a lot about horses. I know jack and shit. So, okay. Yeah, so by the time you get the horses all kind of set up, and then you can go into the inn. It's cozy, you can, like I said, you can see light coming from the outside, and by the time you get them all tied off and everything, it's getting pretty dark. It's probably that 4:30. Let's say it's 4:30 in the evening, afternoon, evening, whatever. It's getting dark, so it feels like evening. But yeah, the person that was playing the flute has now stopped and is now beating on a drum and singing some kind of a upbeat kind of probably a war song, something about something insulting to the Spanish anyway, and rooting on the brave, bold, honorable Dutch.
of course.
And you get the smell of food and drink in the air, and sweat, of course. There's not that many people in here now. You'd say this place, with the seating capacity, I think probably might be able to hold up to 100 people, but at the moment there's only maybe about 30 people in here.
All right.
The boy you see who's playing the drum and singing the song, and say boy because he looks to be maybe he's probably not even in his mid-teens yet. He's up on a little bit of a stage. It's basically like a couple of inches high platform, you know what I mean, that he's up sitting on there. Nobody's really paying too much attention to him. They're all just kind of talking and laughing and eating and drinking. Now, you said you were hoping to maybe find somebody that
As I pass the kid, I'll toss three coppers into his hat there.
Okay. He smiles and keeps on singing his song and nods his head to you.
get a table.
Okay. Is there any table like in a? Rachel would like to keep her eye on, like on as much as she can on the entire room. Is there anywhere she could find to sit where, she'd be able to like watch the door and also kind of like watch people?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you want one of like the back corner tables so you can see everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. There's, like I said, there's maybe a 30% capacity in here, and most people are probably staying pretty close to the bar itself, staying closer to the food and drink. So, absolutely, you can find a corner table, prop yourself up, all mysterious and brooding, Strider-like.
Ah, my ass is killing me.
And a lady will approach the table. She's probably in her mid to late 30s. She's got kind of a light brown hair that's you can see it's kind of pulled back in a relatively complicated braid that still goes down halfway down her back. And her apron is not the cleanest, but it's not filthy either. She obviously looks like she's been working. She comes up and says, "Well, welcome to the Bottle Arms, travelers. A long day on the road."
lady.
Indeed. We're looking for some food to fill our bellies this evening, and some drink and conversation as well, possibly.
She casts a bit of a suspicious eye towards Andres, but and then a curious eye towards Natayoa, as she then turns to you, Antonio, and says, "Yes, well, we have food and drink aplenty, and well, probably the best conversation you're going to find within a few miles, anyway."
So, what can you tell us about the area? We were planning on heading. Which way were we headed?
You're heading southeast
We were
toward the woods. I don't know the name.
What's beyond the woods?
Right.
Well, the rest of Europe, my friend.
No, I was asking you, referee.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Yeah.
You have to tell me that.
I'm not using my character voice. You should know.
I'm not going to notice. I'm not going to notice that. Okay. What's beyond the woods? Like, yeah, more of Europe. Let me pull up.
There must be a city or something, so we could pretend we were heading to that city.
That's what I was. Yeah.
I had.
Same thing.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find that map I had before. Holy shit. I thought I bookmarked it. Yeah. What's this? This is the one. Okay, now, can I zoom that in? I thought I could. Guess I can't. Okay, well, looking at this anyway. So you've come from Amsterdam, head southeast. Yeah, you could be heading towards. God, I can't read it from here. I want to. Is it? Wait. Neat. God damn it! I don't know how to pronounce this. Nijmegen.
Nijmegen?
Nijmegen.
Sure, Nijmegen. That works.
Probably Nijmegen, I would say. I'm guessing.
So we're on our way to Nijmegen. Did you know of any hazards on the road?
You have a long way to go still, I suppose.
Indeed. And the days are short.
Actually, the place you're going is, if I'm looking at this, that's 50 miles. Let's see, so that's 50 miles. You're here. Oh, yeah, geez. The woods you're going to are actually north of Nijmegen. But yeah. Okay. Ask your question again. Apologies.
Yeah, so we are on our way towards Nijmegen. Do you know of any hazards on the road, perhaps? Any juicy gossip?
Oh, wow. There's word of a group of bandits operating out of the forest north of there.
Oh?
Yeah, Florence bastards, we call them. They've terrorized quite a few who've passed through here.
My goodness. Are they taking lives or just goods?
Would you like me to get you any food and drink?
Oh,
with
yes,
questions?
please. Of course,
I'll have a pheasant if you do.
Meat, soup, ale. I'll have it all.
A good pheasant and a bottle of water, please.
Soup and ale sounds pretty good.
Out of character, was there like a menu on the table or anything?
No, God, no.
Okay. Just give me a stew, whatever, and strongest drink you have.
Sure, we've got a good hearty stew.
Mm.
Strongest drink we have? Schnapps.
Oh, I'd not had schnapps.
You want schnapps and ale?
No, I'll just stick with ale.
Okay. And what does your friend want? I can't understand his accent. He said
Yeah.
pheasant? What's a pheasant?
Mm.
I'm not sure. Are there pheasants in Europe?
Yeah, there
There
are.
are. Oh,
I think there is.
There are. She just doesn't understand what he said. She thought he
oh,
said a pheasant.
pheasant. Pheasant, quail,
Oh.
small bird.
Bird. Right. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Some kind of a game bird. Yep.
Very fun to hunt.
And what did he say to drink?
Water. I
Oops.
want water.
Merrick left the. I think he hit the wrong button.
I did, yeah.
Oh, water. Yes, there's plenty of that outside.
Fun to hunt. You are a weird one.
You probably have water in your what do you call
You would
those?
have water
The
in your lunch.
rations. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you got a water skin, I'm sure you filled up with water before we left Amsterdam.
Yeah, I have my water skin, so
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So she'll go and get food for you all. Look after some other customers.
yeah, we look around. Do we see can we kind of hear some of the conversations around? Try
Not
to
from the
heat-
back corner of the bar. You're sitting about as far away from everybody as you possibly could be at the moment.
Thank you, Rachel.
This is where I wanted to sit. I didn't say you had to, Mister. I like to hunt. Who likes to hunt?
Yeah, before
A lot of rich bastards like to hunt.
before she comes back, Andres would take out the map and he would show him like the areas that the guy mapped where there would be like a good like finish point in case we want to scout the place before we go in.
What's your lowest statistic?
Who?
Andres.
I mean, my lowest stat,
Yeah.
con
What is it?
9.
Okay. Yeah, one of the vantage points is relatively close to there. I'll just do a little luck roll for you there, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a hill kind of not too far from the forest there that they had marked on your map.
If you allow me, I will try to scout ahead in the night, see if we see lights from this vantage point.
No, if you feel you're up to the task, I won't
Well,
hold you.
The hill's not that far, he said. I think he froze again.
He has indeed.
Yeah, I think so.
God damn it. That is the weirdest fucking shit.
Welcome back.
There's two of you.
Oh, there are two of me.
Oh man, 2 DMs. Now we're twice as dead.
All right, there we go. I got rid of the other one. What the hell happened there? Somehow, that time my browser crashed, but the computer did not. This is really weird. I think my computer's gonna be dead soon. Totally dead. Okay. Fuck, that sucks. Anyway, carrying on. So eventually she comes back with food, drink, and says, "So, yeah, you were asking about Florence bastards, right?"
Indeed.
Well, what was it you wanted to know?
Are they killing people? Or are they just...
Well, they
What have you
have
heard of them?
killed. Yes, they've definitely killed some.
Hmm. That's a bad
They sound
business.
like a right rotten group, in fact.
Indeed.
And some of the people claim that they have some kind of flying machines that travel faster than horses.
Flying machines?
Indeed.
That seems ridiculous. Anyone here have seen them?
They have some kind of blades that spin on top of them, and it propels this vehicle through the air. I'm sorry. What was your last question?
Oh, I'm just saying, it was preposterous that a machine could fly.
Yes, it's quite outlandish. However, it's been claimed by more than one who's passed through here, so there must be something going on. But if any such vehicle existed, I mean, surely, you would think the military would have it, wouldn't they?
It reminds me of something.
If they didn't, they'd certainly want it.
Indeed, it does remind me of the device by the way you describe it. You've heard of Michelangelo?
No.
He's been dead many, many years, but he was
That's probably
apparently
why I haven't heard of it.
he was apparently a great inventor. He and painter from his time. He developed machines that apparently had spinning things in them that would allow them to fly. And I don't know of anyone ever actually making one or it actually even working, but I wonder if that's what these people are using, if such a thing actually exists and it's not just fabrications of terrified minds.
Interesting. Well, perhaps. I do not know.
Well, thank you, my dear. And I'll slip her, I'll give her like 3 silver pieces. I didn't even actually ask how much the dinner cost.
Right. Well, for the was it 4 of you?
Mhm.
If this is going to be, we'll call this standard meals. Yes, that's 2 silver pieces for the food, and then the drinks. You're looking at another. Yeah, it was probably a little over 3 silver for everything. 3.5. So she goes back to her work.
I love that.
All right. I wonder if anyone here is among the victims. They did, she did mention flying machines, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, only one way to find out. You go do the talkie. I'll sit here and do the drinky.
It's great to have such a mediocre charisma.
Did anybody have a decent charisma? I don't. Everybody tends to use charisma as their dump stat, I think. That's why probably you guys didn't hire any retainers.
I just rolled 3d6 straight, and I just happened to get 4 as charisma.
Wow.
Ow. Oh. 4.
I have 16.
Oh, you got a good charisma.
I got 14.
16 is +2, right?
Yep,
Damn.
yep.
Andres is very charismatic, which I suppose comes in handy since he's a Spaniard in Holland.
I only have a 10.
Well, I would, Andres would hand the map to Natajoa since he's going to scout later. And then he would tell everybody that he would be right back. And I guess he would go up to the bartender. And
I look at the map and try to memorize like which way this should be. How's the sky during this night? Is it clear? Is it
Good
covered?
question. Oh, it's quite clear.
Quite clear.
There's a few clouds. There's a few clouds, but not a lot.
Okay. So try
You can see
to
most of the stars, and
yeah. I look at the map. Try to get a feel of the land between this roadhouse and the vantage point we're supposed to get to. How far is it?
from where you are now. Oh, from the vantage point, you mean?
Yep.
From that hill to the forest.
To the roadhouse.
Oh, to the roadhouse, to the hill. Like 23 miles.
Okay, I can make it in 1 hour.
Is there a
23
moon?
miles.
Is there a moon to provide him any extra
Oh
light?
no, it's a day. It's a day. Oh shit. Okay, it's
What were
further
you
than I
saying,
thought.
Crystal?
I was asking if is there any moonlight to give him any more light to see?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's some moonlight. I think this calendar does not show the moons, does it?
yeah. It's if it's 20 something miles, we'll scratch that plan. It's way too far. I'll get there in the morning. So if it were closer, like a few hours, maybe, but not if it's 20 something miles.
Looking for the moon cycles. This is 1631. Let's go here. Yeah, it's the same one I was just looking at. Okay, it doesn't show moon cycles, but anyway. Can I type in get a moon calendar? 1631 moon calendar? Yes, I can. Does anything come up? Oh, I don't want January. I have to skip month by month. Okay. March, April, May, June, July. Oh, come on, August, September, October, November. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It is nearly a full moon. It's waxing gibbous, about 2 days out from the full moon. Damn, this calendar is awesome. Bookmarking
Yeah, but
that
the hill
right
is
now.
way too far, so I'm not going there
No,
alone
it's
at
it's
night.
like it's a half a day's travel on horse.
Yeah, during the night alone. Yeah, sure. So I'll scratch that plan. I'll stay in the inn with them.
Oh wait, does this make a difference? Oh, I don't want today's. How do I? Well, it was a cool calendar until you try to search for something specifically, and then it gets weird. So you said you were going to go walk up to the bar, Andres. Yeah.
Yeah, he would ask the bartender for like a shot, and then after he takes his shot, he would
Sure.
mention
Now the schnapps, it'll be 6 silver
and
or 6 copper. Sorry, 6 copper. Jesus.
gotcha. He would slide 2 silver, and then he would mention that he's headed to the town that we're talking about earlier, and that he heard there were bandits around. If he knew anybody that maybe has experienced that, so that way he could talk to them, find out what to avoid.
Sorry, you say it one more time. Say it to me in character. What exactly did you say?
Gotcha.
Sorry.
So he would be what was the town that we were saying we're going to?
It was
yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Nijmegen. I don't know if that's the way to pronounce it. That's what
He would go. Me and my companions are heading to Nijmegen, and we had heard that there's bandits around the area, and I was just
That's what they
curious if
say. Yeah.
you know anybody here who has like faced them that could maybe I could talk to, find that information, what to stay away from.
Oh no, not here tonight. I'm afraid. You should have been here last week. 3 terrified lads said they were the only survivors of a caravan of 12. Well, one would assume. They believe that the bastards may have taken a few of the women prisoner.
Sounds
They didn't
horrendous.
stick around to find out anyway.
And is this something that has been going on for a while?
Naming it, or yeah, Florence bastards. Yeah, guess we've been hearing tales of them since late summer. It's a few months now, anyway.
Crazy. And with that, he would like slip in like an extra silver piece and head back to the table, let everybody know what he heard.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that off your character sheet. Keep track of your money.
They're taking prisoners, and they definitely have some sort of base of operations.
Is there anyone in the bar that looks like a sketchy character that would know information?
That looks like a sketchy character that would know information.
I mean, how often do people carry weapons? For example,
Oh, well, that's a good question. I would still think, especially with a group of bandits operating not too far away, probably pretty frequently. But anyway, there's nobody, everybody around here looks pretty much like a lot of the people in here currently are farmers in the area that come here for drinks and stuff like that. And then there's a few that are traveling through as well, probably headed towards Amsterdam. Yeah.
are there any card games or dice game of any kind going on?
Yeah, there is actually. There's a group of guys playing some kind of card game.
Okay. Rachel signals the barmaiden to bring her another schnapps. I guess enough time has gone by that I've probably finished the first.
Sure.
And she'll look over that table and she'll go, well, why don't you go talk to them? And she kind of like nods towards them. Like, she doesn't point or anything like that. Like, good card game gets going. I've heard wild speculations fly many a night out in the barracks when people were playing dice.
Oh, so we can actually gamble here.
Maybe. Let me see here. Yeah, they don't seem to be gambling. There's no money on the table. They're just playing cards.
I guess I would head that way and ask him if I could join the table.
Okay, yeah, go over. Let's see here. All right. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Sure. Come on. Have a seat.
Yeah, and as he's sitting down, he would like put his hands up, see if he can get a waiter so he can get like an ale from everybody in the table.
Okay. Let's see how many people are playing here. We have 4 people playing. So then plus yourself. So you want to buy 5 ales?
Yes.
All right. That'll be 15 copper or 1.5 silver.
Gotcha. Hey, give him 2 silver.
That game's not gonna work. That game's definitely not gonna work. Oops, that's gambling. Nope, not gonna work. Yeah, this will work. So yeah, they're playing a game. This is fucking gambling too. Maybe there's money on the table. Every single card game I can find from the 16th century involves money, or 17th century. Sorry. Yep, all of them are gambling games. So yeah, there is money. I apologize. There's some money on the table. They're playing a game. They say it's called Jeu Royal de la Guerre, which is French. Do you speak French?
Yep,
I have no
I
clue.
do.
How do I
I meant
find that?
characters. Characters.
Yep, that's what I said.
Okay. You don't know if Andres speaks French? Roll a d6. Find out. What's your language skill?
My language skill is 1,
Okay.
and I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
You actually can understand and speak a little French. Yep.
Did you not say though earlier that you had a +1 for intelligence?
Plus, let me see. Yeah.
So yeah, it was language skill of 2 actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, because it's effective. But still, you rolled a 1. So, yeah, Jeu Royal de la Guerre means Royal Game of War. It looks like it's some kind of a trick-taking card game they're playing.
Well, he would definitely ask if if he can be dealed in.
You can get in on the next hand. Yeah, we're playing a copper piece per hand.
Lay 1 down.
Is it per hand? So let's see here. Here's how the game plays. It's used a dedicated pack of 40 cards, war-themed version, basically of a piquet pack. So it's 36 suited cards and then 4 suitless cards: Death, Force, Army General, and Prisoner of War. Is that right? Okay. Otherwise, there's Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and 6 through 10 in each of the 4 suits. It's played for money. Each player deposits the same amount before the cards are dealt. The number of cards each player receives was not specified in the published rules. Okay, it's implicit at least 5 tricks are played and at least 1 card must remain in the stock. 3 of the 4 suitless cards have immediate. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Cool. You're gambling. You're playing Jeu Royal de la Guerre. So yeah, you get dealt in the next hand. Are you going to try to cheat, or are you just going to play fair and square?
I'm gonna cheat. What kind of question is that?
Oh, okay. Well, just checking. Do you have sleight of hand?
Oh shit, my sleight of hand sucks. So
Does
I
it?
got 1 to do that then. Yeah, I didn't put no points into it. I just got 1, so I think I'll play fair.
Okay, as you wish.
Yeah, I'll definitely end up getting shot.
How many hands you going to play?
I'll play like 4 or 5 just so I can talk to them while I'm playing and get some information.
Okay. Okay. So you lose the first 3 hands. It's 3 copper down. But you're talking to them while you're drinking the beer that you bought everybody, yeah?
Yeah, I would ask them, what's been going on lately and shit like that. Just chit
We're
chat.
just on our way back to Amsterdam. Had a rather successful journey to let's see, to Eindhoven. So we're heading back to Amsterdam to restock, and then we'll head down there again and sell. It's the merchant's game.
You guys heard anything about this bandits running around killing people and pillaging and all that?
Oh, we've heard about them. They haven't tried their hand with us yet, but we travel well armed. I imagine they try to pick on easier targets of opportunity. Still, he kind of looks right. I hear they have flying machines. I'd love to get my hands on one of those. We could make a fortune.
What is a fortune exactly?
A fortune? That's a lot of money, you dumb Spanish bastard.
I know, but I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Oh, I win again. He rakes in all the money. Next hand gets dealt out. Well, you'll just have to use your imagination. Come on.
Yeah,
Sure.
he would go for one more, and then he would be like, "Huh? And do you have any idea where maybe they're setting up camp? This whole flying machine thing got me interested.
It must be somewhere in the woods there, wouldn't it?
Haven't heard of anybody around here that might know."
Surely not too close to the main road, which is what we stick to. We don't have as nice as it might be to get hold of one of those machines. Well, we are a merchant company at the end of the day. We're not going to take on a pack of bandits. And we've got a good game going. We're making a lot of money off this war. Deals out another hand. This is hand number 4. And you win this hand. So that's going to be what that says. 5 of you playing. So you gain 4 copper. So you were down 3. Now you're up 1, basically. Finally, luck is turned your way. We'll get you on the next hand. So, well, what is it you do, friend?
Just adventure, just explore, things like that.
Adventure. You should get a real job.
I should. Are you hiring?
How's that adventuring working out for you?
So far, I'm still alive. So
What are you doing in Holland anyway? I mean, no offense, but you're obviously Spanish, so there's a war been going on for a few years here.
well, I figured it'd be a new opportunity. Where I was at, there was nothing really. So I'd rather go somewhere else and take a chance than start where I was at.
I said Holland, didn't I? He wouldn't say Holland. It would have been called the United Provinces. I apologize. Well, he's like, and what about your lot over there? He nods towards your table. All adventurers?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, scholars, things like that. Just different, crew than what I'm used to.
The dark one there, he's very exotic. Is he from Asia?
I think he's from the Americas. That's where he is from, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wrong kind of Indian. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's definitely quite the adventure. We're just, making sure that we don't go anywhere we're gonna lose our heads.
You win again. Beginner's luck. So now you're up 5 copper total because you just won 4 more.
Well, before he head out, he would be like, double or nothing.
Yeah, well, you're already up anyway. Might as well. 2 copper it is. Everybody antes in. So if you win this time, you stand to gain 8 more. Let's see. But you don't. He wins.
Well,
The rest of the guys are pretty grumpy. The ones that haven't been winning.
He would definitely look at the guy who would be like, "Well, thank you very much, but I'm a bit drunk, so I think I should probably get back to my my friends." But
well, good luck with your bandit hunting, friend.
Thank you. And he will order them like another drink before
Okay,
he
so
goes.
that'd be another 12 copper.
And yeah, he'll leave the money in there and just head back.
Okay. They keep playing.
And yeah, I would just tell everybody. It doesn't seem like there's really much people here that can really give us any information. It's just the usual bandits raiding and them having a flying machine, which apparently everybody knows.
Well, then perhaps we should get some good sleep and prepare for travel in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna
Be
get
wise
rooms?
to rest.
Definitely get a room. Unless we want to pitch a tent on the road somewhere.
It's up to you.
Not in this
It's a nice-
weather.
Yeah, it's nice weather out, but it's cold. It is winter.
Hmm.
So the room, where the hell's lodging? It's lodging. Rooms will cost 5 silver per night. Wait, no, this is rural. Sorry, 2 silver per night.
Okay.
And how many people to a room?
2 if you're intimate.
Mm.
1 if you're not.
Yeah.
2 if you don't mind sharing a pretty small bed.
Rachel's gonna sleep by herself. She'll get up and go to pay for her meal and everything. Or did that guy pay for her meal earlier?
Yeah, basically. I think so.
Uh,
I was paying just for my own, and I was
Oh,
giving her a
really?
big tip.
Okay. Well, in that case, then yeah. So your meal plus you want to get a room.
and I had 2 drinks.
Okay, so we're looking at 5 copper plus what you're drinking schnapps, wasn't it?
Yeah.
17 copper plus 2 silver. So you're looking at 3 silver and 7 copper total, including the room.
Okay. I mean, can they give me proper change back?
Give you what?
Can they give me proper change back?
Oh yeah. If you give her 4 silver, she'll give you 3 copper back. Yeah. You got plenty
That's
of
3
silver.
copper. I'll tell her. I'll tell her to keep the 3 copper, and I'll just head out to my room.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, Andres would definitely go and pay for his meal also, and
Yep, I get a room. Yeah.
Any other drinks that weren't paid for yet, Andres?
just the meal and the drink that I had in the main
The one-
table.
What did you have at the main table? Was it schnapps or ale?
Ale.
Okay, so you owe 1 silver and 8 copper for your meal and room.
I'll give it
Antonio?
to you.
Yep, I'm getting a room. I've already paid everything else.
Yep, it's just a silver.
Well, it's just 1 silver.
Yep, for the room. Oh no,
Okay.
sorry, it's 2 silver for the room. Shit, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, it's 2 silver for you, Andres, and it should have been 2 silver. Oh no, I gave Rachel the right price. Yeah, because I did calculate.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So it's two silver and what did I say? 8 copper, Andres. Yeah. Natalia?
Yeah, I'll take the room and I'll pay for my meal.
2 silver, 5 copper, and yeah, you drink your own water. You didn't drink anything, so yep. 2 silver, 5 copper.
All
Okay.
right.
You can all sleep peacefully. Nobody tries to rob you. Nothing bad happens at the end. Surprise, surprise. That probably is a surprise, maybe. But
Yeah. Wow. I'll have
I
to
mean,
remember.
for Rachel, it's probably a surprise.
I have yet to sleep in a inn that someone hasn't tried to kill me in.
since this
Not
campaign
really.
started, pretty much, yeah.
Well, I was making a joke because Rachel, she actually sleeps on like down by the docks on the poor
True.
side of
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Oh, that's right. We were staying at the inn in town, so I wasn't trying to get people. People weren't trying to kill me there, as far as I know.
That's true too, technically. But roadside inns, you had bad luck at the last roadside inn. You tried to say it. Remember?
That is true.
Yeah.
A bunch of dirty Spaniards tried to kill me, and then I
That's
got
right.
raped by a worm.
A slug. But yes, you did. Fun times. Remember that time you got raped by a slug?
Definitely so fun.
Sorry, it's just your delivery cracking me up.
Right.
Oh yeah, a bunch of slimy Spaniards tried to kill me. Then I got raped by a worm.
Time of my life starts playing in the background.
Next day comes. Weather is it's drizzly. Gray and drizzly. Not quite snowing. It's just a little too warm for snow yet. So probably be more pleasant if it were snowing, actually.
When Rachel wakes up in the morning, I'm assuming they have a well, right?
Yeah, it would make sense for them to have a well.
All right,
That's
so
why
she'll,
I would go get water outside.
yeah,
I assume they didn't use
um,
horse trough.
she'll fill up like a pot of water and like put it over the fire while they have their breakfast or whatever to boil. Or is the well water clean?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's clean, then I'll just fill up. She'll just fill up her water pouch with it before they leave.
Okay. Cool. It's no problem.
That leads me to a question I wanted to ask earlier, but I wanted to wait until we actually slept. Do I need to study spells every day, or just when I want to memorize new spells?
Just when you want to memorize new spells. If you
Okay.
memorize them and you haven't cast them, then they stay memorized until you
Okay.
memorize something
And
new.
you got my list, right?
I saw it there. I didn't keep track
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
Cool. I sent you a list of what I have ready to go.
Yep. I appreciate that.
All right. That was all I wanted to ask. I'll go and start taking care of my horse and breakfast. And is breakfast included with the room?
No.
Of course not.
No.
Well, I'm not going to pay for breakfast. I'm just going to have my rations. Because I had only one of the rations yesterday, right? We only ate like half a ration. Because we had lunch, and then we went and had dinner at the end. So I'll just finish off what I had yesterday.
Cool.
Rachel will have breakfast. Why not? How much will that cost her?
Breakfast is a three copper pieces.
3 copper? Okay. Then I'll do that. Is the same lady from last night?
Yep. Yeah. She's married to the bartender. It's a
All
family.
right. I'll give her a 2 copper tip.
Cool. Anybody else want to buy breakfast or just having rations?
Well, I get breakfast.
Okay. Yep. 3 copper.
Yep. I stay very quiet in my corner and eat my breakfast.
You know what I will do though is I'll buy like a piece of bread and some cheese, enough for like will basically be worth like half a ration for later on today, just so I can bookkeep easier. For a meal later on.
We'll call that like a cheap meal.
There we go.
It costs you a copper piece.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. And then you can head off.
Yep.
So once you guys head out, then basically half a day from the thing. So you would reach it by. Let me think about this here. Like normally travel about 8 hours per day, right? Yeah. So you'll reach it by afternoon. You'll reach the forest area. The hill will be off.
Excellent.
Go to the hill first. It's off to the left. The road doesn't go up over the hill; it goes around the side of the hill, of course.
Got it.
All right. So just to understand, okay, so we're reaching the forest. The trail. There's a hill at the trail. Like if we were to continue following the trail, there's a hill.
No.
Or there's a hill.
The road goes towards the forest. The hill is just to the left, which is basically kind of north of the road.
Okay. How tall is the hill?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 100 feet
Okay.
at its
All right.
peak.
I should have just asked, could Rachel ride her horse up it? And,
Oh, easily, yeah. It's definitely traversable.
okay. Rachel will actually look at Natoya, Natoya,
Natayoa.
and she'll say, "Hey, engine, why don't you head on up that hill? You've been looking for high points, right? Tell us if you can see anything around here."
All right. So I dismount and I start running up the hill like an Indian.
Okay. Get a little cardio.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do when you get up there?
All right. Before I get to the very top, is the hill covered with trees or is it
No,
bare?
not really. It's pretty bare. There's a few trees, but it's not like heavily forested.
Okay, so
And the top of it is pretty clear.
before I get to the top, I slow down and almost like get to a squat position when I get to the top, so I don't try not to get too much attention from someone who would be looking this way.
Hmm.
And I try to see what's around, see if anything's out of the ordinary. Is there like do I see a mast of a ship somewhere or something? Is there anything I can spot that is not supposed to be there?
What's your lowest statistic?
I swear I did not cheat. My lowest is 13.
Really?
Yeah, it's Constitution or
Oh,
Strength.
okay. And what is your wisdom?
My wisdom is 18.
You have an 18 wisdom?
Yeah, that's why
crap.
I'm a cleric. I'm a freaking cleric.
Wow.
That's why.
Roll a d20, please.
All right.
I forgot you were a cleric.
20.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
good.
Yeah, no, you don't see anything
Nope.
out of the ordinary. But it is pretty cloudy and it's drizzly rain and miserable. And you can see the forest, of course, to
Yep.
the south, and you can see that the road continues into the forest, or it's going to go through the forest in the direction of Nijmegen? Nijmegen? Yeah.
Nijmegen.
um, however, because of the kind of fog and the rain and the clouds and all that, you can't even see beyond. You can't even see the edge of the forest, and it's only, well, according to the map anyway, the forest is only a few miles, so
Okay.
a
Okay.
few miles wide, thick, whatever you call it.
All right. After I keep staring and trying to pierce the fog and everything, and after maybe 15 minutes, I start going back down the hill.
Okay.
You said it was rainy and drizzly. Is there any lightning or anything like that in the air?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It's just
Um,
miserable, wet, cold.
all right.
It's about 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
Perhaps these machines won't be able to fly in the rain. Maybe it'll give us some kind of an advantage.
Perhaps.
Rachel, she just says, like, just
Mhm.
pondering to herself.
Yep. As Natalia comes down the hill.
Yeah. So I make my report. The vision is not good. Visibility is restricted due to weather.
Hmm. I have a question for you. What'd you call your homeland before the white man took it?
We called it the land.
Nothing else, just the land?
Yes, great forests and plains. These were the lands.
Interesting. Well, I say we try to stick close to the forest. I don't think we want to get. I mean, we're definitely not going to want to just take the trail through the forest. Um, didn't see anything. What's the land like? Like, if Rachel kind of looks around just from her vantage, like, are there any mountains around the area or anything like that?
No, nope. There's kind of
Or, I'm sorry.
grasslands and a little bit hilly, and then the forest itself. It's about all you can see.
Okay. Rachel asked to see the map.
Yeah, Andres would definitely open it up and hand it to you.
All right. Um, and she wants to look at it. And given like her military experience and everything, let's say, let me look at what I have because I don't want to get the like. I mean, the map's made of like canvas, right? So it's not going to be bad if it gets wet, right?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, she'll look at it. And given her military experience, she's probably camped outside. I imagine bandits would probably try and camp in woods about the same way, right? Try to be somewhere sort of hidden. So, given that kind of experience, is there like looking at the map? Is there anywhere that she could see, or as she looks around, that she would think to set up a camp if she were going to?
No, like I said, visibility is pretty limited too. So, but yeah,
Okay, in this forest, last question, or I can think of real quick. Is it like on both sides of the road or just one side?
both sides.
Okay.
Yep. The road cuts through the forest. Perhaps unfortunately,
According to the map, like which is it like cut through evenly, or is like they're more forced on one side than the other?
yeah, I'm sure there's more forest on one side than the other.
Okay.
There's more forest on the eastern side.
Okay. So she would say, I guess we should start our search around the eastern side. There seems to be more wooding here. Let's take our horses up a ways off this trail so that no one can see them, and we might want to tie them up within the woods a little ways.
Very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we take a bio break there? It's about time for you to
Yep.
do your thing, I think. Sam, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Take a bio break for 5 to 10.
All right.
Be right back. I am also back.
I just thought that to get my scroll case out, I would actually have to unpack my stuff.
Hmm.
So I hope he already had it in the scroll case.
Yeah,
Unless
probably would. Yeah.
if if he didn't buy a scroll case, if you would allow, I could retcon and just say I gave it to him before we left Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's
If you
cool.
allow that kind of slight retcon.
See, we can work it out. Excuse me.
I was thinking about it while we were on break, and buying a room in a hotel for a month is probably not the best idea. It'd probably be a good idea for all of us to try and find a fairly nice size home that we could stay in so that we could actually have a place to have meetings and stuff.
Yeah, perhaps something to think about for future.
But I guess since we're just now entering the employment, it wouldn't be something that you'd think about doing right away. So maybe after a month we'll talk about it. Is the sound any better, by the way? I went and got an old sock
Yeah.
and put it on my mic.
It does seem better for sure. Definitely. It's definitely mild, much more mellow.
Awesome. So the sock trick works.
Seems to. Absolutely. Sam is back. And we just wait for Jose and Merrick.
I'm back.
Waiting for Jose. Just waiting for Jose.
Darn, it didn't work.
God damn, I don't know what I'm going to do with this computer thing. I don't know.
I mean, if it's a hard drive issue, that wouldn't be that expensive to get a new hard drive. But
Hard drive
if
would be
it's
a lot cheaper.
if it's a motherboard issue, you might as well just get a new computer.
I don't know though. I have to check and see how much it would cost because this computer was bloody expensive. So
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know. I always forget just how cheap things have gotten.
well, you're in
You're-
America. Things are cheaper there too. It's a lot more expensive here for things like computers and stuff.
That's true.
This laptop cost 1,700 euros a year and a half ago, which
I
is
don't know.
I don't know about $1,900, 1,850.
I mean, yeah, my laptop it only cost me around $1,000.
Which is nothing to sneeze at.
No, but I took a long time to make sure I was choosing the best thing I could possibly get because I knew I had only about
Still,
1,000 to work at.
just imagine too if it burnt out on you after only like a year and a half, you'd be pretty pissed, right?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
And of course, I didn't get insurance on mine because insurance is basically a scam or the warranty or whatever.
Well, see, I didn't have an option because it was a gift, but yeah, warranty is a scam until you need it. Like I kind of wish I had one right now, but I don't. The limited warranty that came on this expired a year ago, so I don't know. Haven't decided yet what I'll do. Another option, I suppose, I can switch back over to the Mac. I have an old MacBook here, if it'll still work. Haven't even tried yet. Won't be able to use XSplit. We'll have to learn OBS then. And like I said, I'm not even sure. Man, that thing's got to be 5 years old at least. Probably more. Yeah, I'm not sure. Damn, Jose, where did you go, man? All right. So now, what were you gonna do? You said you wanted to take the horses into the woods and tie them off.
I mean, maybe a little way. Or how thick are the woods?
Decent.
I don't know that we want to just tie them off and start wandering through the woods somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, if we can cut through the woods on the horse, then I guess we can ride through. But I don't know.
Can.
I guess we could do that then.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
It'd be trickier, but
the only other thing I could think is maybe to try and go around the woods and see if the bandits are on the other side. But they could be inside the woods.
Yeah, wasn't there two other hills that the cartographer had pointed out on the map?
yeah, they're nowhere around here though.
Okay. Or we can wait for the weather to clear and try to see on top of that hill if we see something.
Now, that means either camping out in the open where we'll eventually get caught, or going back to that inn where we'll draw suspicion. So,
Well, we can camp in the woods.
that's what you want to do. I definitely don't want to lose my new horse, though.
Right. I have a bad experience with just tying a beast off somewhere, and
Yeah.
in fact, several bad experiences with that.
Yeah. So I mean, for now, I guess we're hoofing it. Hoofing it.
So you're doing what then?
So what do you guys think? You think we should go through the woods and try and find these guys, or should we go around the woods, or?
Might be better to go through the woods. We might catch them by surprise with the weather like this.
That's true. Well, we don't know where they're at. Now, there is another option we could take, I just thought of. We could continue on to the next town or city, find a caravan that's headed back towards Amsterdam, and see if it gets raided.
I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, definitely not.
Let's do that.
Hire on as caravan guards.
More money.
All right.
Being paid twice.
Yeah, you're thinking with your heads.
I'm starting to get the feeling of the white man. So
In fact, I really like that idea. Should we travel on to Nijmegen?
Nijmegen?
Nijmegen, yeah.
Yeah, and again, sounds
You
good.
could get there probably by nightfall. Yeah.
All
Let
right.
us be off.
let's do that.
I mean, in this rain, we have no idea where the camp is. We can't see anything. We're not going to be able to see smoke in this kind of weather. So it
And
seems like the best choice.
yeah, beside, when we get back this way with the caravan, should we pass through the woods and not see the bandits, we can stop again at this hill. I run up, try to see if I see anything, and get back again. Maybe the weather will be better that time.
Maybe.
It sounds like a good plan to me.
Maybe next time I'll open my eyes when I look.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. So you guys travel through the woods. It's darker, but the rain seems to stop. At first, you can hear the rain in the trees and stuff, but eventually it kind of stops. Still a little foggy, but it's not hard to find the road, to follow the road or anything. It's cold. It gets colder, and by the time you come out the other side, definitely it's no longer raining. The fog has let up quite a bit. There's still a little bit of cloud in the sky, but not anywhere near as much as there was before. It's cold. It feels like you're probably right around that freezing point, but nothing happens. Bandits don't attack you.
Mm-hmm.
You continue on the road late into the afternoon to the early evening, yeah, until you reach Nijmegen. Now, Nijmegen, right?
Before we get to Nijmegen,
City.
Rachel, while we're on the road and everything, probably like after we get through the woods, because while we're going through the forest, Rachel is likely on high alert, looking around, every branch that cracks. But once she feels that, we're relatively safe, she'll suggest let's go ahead and come up with a cover while we're traveling together. I mean, after all, we have one of those Indian Americans and a Spaniard with us. We're bound to stick out. As I noticed at the end, everyone kept looking at our little group. So might be best if we come up with a story while we're together, or decide if we're going to actually ride together and everything.
I don't know. I don't think we should split the group up, and I imagine that some of the reasons we were getting so much attention is because we had isolated ourselves so greatly in that inn.
I went to go grab a table. You four followed me.
Why would we split up?
Yeah.
Why do you have to follow me everywhere?
I'll just ignore her and keep riding.
So are we just gonna go around telling people that we're bandit slayers then?
We could be mercenaries for hire. Isn't that what you do normally?
More or less. I mean, I'll say that for a long time, I wasn't really given a choice. I fight
So it
because
looks
I
like it's
can.
pronounced Nijmegen. I guess I got it wrong. Nijmegen.
Pretty close then.
Pretty close. And it was recaptured from Spain in 1591. So it's good 40 years since its recapture. but it is a border town pretty much. And if I look at the map here, yeah, it is pretty close to the Spanish-Netherlands border for sure, and not terribly far, really, from the Holy Roman Empire either.
So
Okay.
this mercenary work, as you call it, it's more recent for me. And Rachel reply.
Well, this could be our cover, being mercenaries and being from different nationalities. Give us some strange skills, maybe. This could be a selling point.
No problem. I mean, if yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yep. So you get to Nijmegen. You do reach it before, just about dusk time you get there. So before. Pretty decent sized city. It's pretty well fortified, being this close to the border. It has suffered multiple sieges over the years, and there's quite a few people in here. So once you get in there, you want to what's your plan exactly? You want to look for a place again for lodging. How do you want to try to advertise your services? How do you want to try to get work escorting a caravan back to Amsterdam?
It's not close to any water. There's no port, right?
It is. It's on the Wall River.
It is. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
It's on a
maybe starting
river.
by a port to see if there's any caravan that leaves for Amsterdam.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like if we're getting into town late, which I assume we are, we could try to find a we could try and find like a tavern or an inn that looks like it's merchant friendly. Because I mean, that's where they would kind of advertise, right? There might even be a business board up around, say, like around the ports or something like that, where people would post probably looking for guards to Amsterdam or something.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No problem. Let's see. It's evening time, so yeah. You find a post basically of a caravan that's going to be leaving. Let's see here. Oh, as it turns out, it's going to be leaving the day after tomorrow.
There we go. That's not too long from now.
It
Day
says
after
to
tomorrow.
contact a gentleman by the name of Jan at the. Let's see here. Damn, all my stuff crashed earlier. Name generator. Mm-hmm. At the Dutch Woodpecker. That's the first thing that came up. It's brilliant. That's not even a Dutch thing. Just the Dutch
Excellent.
Woodpecker. So this is now November 9th. The Dutch Woodpecker in Nijmegen. Nijmegen.
Beff, Beff.
Hmm?
What kind of woodpecker?
The Dutch Woodpecker.
Oh, Dutch woodpecker. Okay. I thought you were saying like deaf or deaf. I couldn't- Dutch woodpecker.
Jan. I'll give him a name in a minute. Mhm. Jan Alfer.
Jan Alfer.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Yeah, it says here that we should contact Jan Alfer over at the Dutch Woodpecker. So, who's going to be doing the talkie-talkie? Because, it's definitely not me. I can stand there and look intimidating if you want me to. That's about the best I can do.
Well, look, you
I'm not-
looking intimidating is kind of the point of being mercenaries. We try to sell our skills.
Well, if the big gun on my back doesn't sell me, I don't really know what will.
So, who ready to talk?
I'm not the best with dealing with people, honestly, either.
Hmm,
I
I
can
see.
go, but I would need backup because I don't know if these people want to kill me or not.
I'll be behind you. I mean, certainly they're not going to try and kill you if there's someone in chainmail with a longsword on their side.
And a rifle on their back.
Well, it's an aquabus, but yeah, sure.
Good.
Yeah. An arquebus. It's a long gun.
Yep.
Technically, it's the forerunner to the rifle. But yeah.
Just to let you guys know, it's actually loaded with scatter shot, so it's more like a shotgun for me.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right, so Andreas is going to do the talking. I'll stay behind, but not too far, like if maybe 6 to 10 feet away, showing that I'm part of the group,
Cool.
so that the possible employer sees exactly what he's paying for.
So when you get to the Dutch woodpecker, it is bursting at the seams. It's jam packed. Lots of singing and shouting, stuff going in. There's no professional musicians or anything playing. There's just a lot of people singing. In fact, there's a couple of different songs being sung in different parts of the bar. Makes for quite the din. Very noisy. And yeah, most of the people are not armed, but some people are.
Rachel will give Andres the letter, which I assume she just kind of ripped off the board there.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll hand him the letter so that he can show it around as needed, and she will follow him around and
Mhm.
keep her, like, she just sort of keeps her hand like on her side, like basically holding her sword as if she's ready to draw it if needed. But she's not trying to look like she's going to pull her sword or anything. She's just looking like she knows what she's doing.
Sure. So Andres, what are you doing?
Well, I would probably. This is like a bar or something, right?
Yeah, it's a big bar.
Yeah, I would go up to the person serving and I would show him the paper and be like, "Do you know where I can find this gentleman?"
Yeah, an offer. Yeah, over there. And he points at one of the singing groups. Is it them? Big, fat, blonde bastard.
Yeah, he would laugh and he'd be like, "Thank you," and he would give him like a few copper pieces, like 3 or 4.
Okay,
And I'll start making my way over there to talk to him.
sure. Kind of push your way over. Yeah, you see, there's about a dozen guys there, all told. Most of them are pretty thick in the middle, but one in particular is obese. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's got a girl in his lap, practically falling out of her blouse, and he's waving a almost full tankard of ale in the air and singing loudly and way out of tune as you approach.
Oh god. So yeah, he would approach the guy, and he would be like, "Excuse me," and as he's doing that, he would pretty much show him the letter.
Yeah, he doesn't hear you over all the noise. And you hold out the letter.
Yes.
Okay, give me a D20. No, don't give me a D20. Hold on a second here. Actually, give me a 2D6, please.
They were both twos.
You rolled. Oh, so you rolled a 4.
Yes.
Is what you're telling me? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see here. This is one thing I always forget what page it's on. Where is the? I'm not going to be that far back. Looking for the reaction table. I don't suppose it's here on the pages, is it? These 2 pages? No, of course not. That would be far too useful. But it's got to be here somewhere because, okay, it's the retainers chart. That's for whether or not they accept a position. Ah, here it is. Boom. Okay. And he looks and sees the paper, and he kind of smiles, and he looks up and he sees your face, and then he frowns. And he throws his drink in your face.
He would start wiping. He would be like, "Well, that was not what I was suspecting, but I guess I'll take it."
Be gone, Spanish dog.
Wait, are you sure you don't want to hear me out real quick before you do whatever you decide to do with me?
Hear you out for what? He tosses the woman off his lap kind of unceremoniously onto the floor, and he stands up and kind of sways a bit.
When he stands up to and starts to sway a bit, Rachel will step up, like sort of at Andrew's side, and place her hand down on her sword. You sure you want to do that, friend?
Okay. What's your charisma modifier?
Minus,
Oh, you have a 4 charisma, right?
yeah, minus 2.
-2. Roll 2d6 for me.
Great. I'll do that. No problem. Let's see. It's a 5 and a 5, so 10 total. Minus 2 is an 8.
10 minus 2 is an 8. So he looks at you and says, "Are you threatening me, woman? Why do you defend this Spanish prick?"
It's what I was paid to do.
Paid?
Yeah, believe
How
it or
much
not,
is paying?
this Spanish bastard has deep pockets. So do you want to hear him out or not?
He spits on the ground and says, "Speak your piece."
Oh, thank you. And he will look at Rachel and like
Nobody's singing anymore. Everybody's like ready for a fight now.
Well, he before he starts, he would point down where the rest of the group is, and he would be like, "Well, my friends down there and I are really good mercenaries, and we're looking for work. We hear that your caravans have been getting attacked lately, and we have a job that has to do with taking care of some bandits. So I figured it would work for both of us, and we are the best of the best."
Bandits, you say? The bastards.
The ones with
Mhm.
the flying machines.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard of them. What makes you think you can handle them if they decide to attack us?
Well, look at me. I'm a Spanish prick or whatever was it that you called me, and I'm still alive. So
Hmm. And so you want to sign on as one of my guards, and you're a woman as well, I presume.
yeah, and the other two down there.
He looks to try to see which two you're referring to.
Don't forget, I have a sword on my hip and I'm bow strung over my back with a quiver.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm not far, so like I said, maybe 10 feet behind.
You have a very strange group you travel with.
We got what we need to get the job done.
Let's see. Well, very well. We're leaving the day after tomorrow. That would be the 11th. We'll be leaving early in the morning. It'll take us 2 days to get to Amsterdam. We will pay you 8.5 silver per day per person. What is the name of your company?
Huh. Give me a minute.
We're called the Infinite Brotherhood.
Tell me what she said.
Called the what?
We're called the Infinite Brotherhood.
The Infinite Brotherhood. I see. So he hires the Infinite Brotherhood. Very well. Just the four of you then.
think so.
Well, I hope you're good at your jobs. You'll be our only guards.
Well, thank you for your for being so kind and give us this opportunity.
So you're getting paid 8.5 silver pieces per day each. 2 days to Amsterdam. Actually, it might be longer. Now that I think about it, let me double check that encumbrance thing again for animals, because these guys are bringing goods. Oh, but the axles help. Yeah, so yeah, it'll still take about 2 days. Cool. Good stuff. Okay, you're hired then. We'll pay you upon safe arrival.
Sounds good. And he with that, Andres would turn around and start walking down the stairs back to the rest of the group.
Remember, back here by the morning of the 11th, dawn.
Wouldn't miss it.
Okay.
Yeah, as he's going down, he would look at Rachel and he'd be like, "Thank you. I thought I was gonna lose my head in there."
Well, since you need your head on your shoulders to help me out, I'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, very appreciated. And yeah, he would definitely look at the group and, well, boys, we got the job and nobody died.
Excellent.
So
Very good. When is the caravan leaving?
When is 11? Because I don't remember.
The
He
11th.
said we got to meet here at dawn on the 11th.
What day is it today?
Today is the 9th. It is the evening on Thursday the 9th. So they're leaving on Saturday morning, the 11th.
All right, so we have a day of free time.
Nice full moon then.
All right, I'm going to get some dinner and get a room.
Not here, you're not. This place is packed. This place is full. You can get dinner.
Oh, no, I'll go and get dinner at the inn that I'm going to be staying at.
Okay, yep,
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Ooh. So you have a choice. You can stay in a poor inn, like a kind of a shit house, or you can stay in a fancy inn.
What's the price?
For the fancy inn,
Yeah.
it's going to be 25 silver pieces per night for the room.
Okay. How many
Food,
silver?
a meal is 15 silver pieces.
How many silver to a gold? 50?
Yes.
Okay. Glad I brought 2 gold.
Yeah. I didn't bring any of my gold.
Excellent. I'm going to stay at the fancy inn.
All right, let's go to the shit house then.
So
You're going
we're
to the shit house?
splitting up
Okay.
so we're splitting up the group then.
Yeah.
I thought we
Is
were.
there- Before that, though, is there a hostler here that we can store the horses at?
Well, the
Imagine-
fancy inn definitely has a
But I mean, like a hostler, like a place that like specifically stores horses, and that's their job.
yeah, I suppose you could find one. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put my horse there so there'll be someone to take care of it, brush it, exercise it for the day, keep it healthy.
Yeah. Rachel's gonna do the same.
Yeah.
How much do they charge?
I'm trying to think of what they would charge. That's not listed here. For probably be about the same as a poor inn. No.
Pour in maybe standard. I don't know. It's up to you. You
Just
are.
so I mean, compared to how much it would cost to lodge a person,
Mm-hmm.
how much would it cost to, like, you don't have to have a nice soft bed for horses. You need hay
Right.
and water and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would say it's a silver piece a night for the horse.
All right.
Okay. So if it so they'll take care of it for a day for a silver piece, or
Let's make it 2 silver. Let's make it 2 silver pieces.
All right.
Okay.
2 silver
Rachel actually will pay 4 silver pieces and ask them to make sure they give her horse extra attention. I mean, it is a proper horse after all.
Sure, it's a beautiful horse.
Right. So 2 days worth would be, because it would be 2 nights, Thursday night and Saturday and Friday night.
True. Yep.
So 4 pieces, 4 silver.
Yep.
All right. So I'll go drop the horse off there, give them their 4 silver, take my saddlebags with me, and go to the good inn.
Okay.
Pay them a gold.
Saddlebags are an oversized item, just so you know.
Well, I'm just carrying them from here to the inn, not leaving them at the hostler.
As long as it doesn't leave you over encumbered. Just saying.
No, I'm not going to be over encumbered. I mean, I won't be able to cast spells while I'm walking there, but
I will leave my horse.
I don't really plan on doing that anyways. If I have to, I'll drop it. Can't imagine it's going to be too far. But yeah, go to the fancy inn, pay my gold piece for the 2 nights,
Okay.
and I'll just, you know what? I'm just going to eat rations in my room because I don't have a lot of money left.
Okay. Cool. What about the rest of you? Are you guys all boarding your horses at the hostler?
I am.
So it's 4 silver pieces.
It's 4 silver pieces. Rachel gives them 1 extra silver piece. Tells them to give her, make sure you just double check everything,
Yep. Okay. Cool. And anybody else going to the fancy inn, or are the rest of you guys staying in the?
I'm going to the broke people inn.
Yep. So it's 1 silver piece per night. So 2 silver pieces. Basically, you need 2 nights, Thursday and Friday.
And I will pay for Rachel's staying since she had my bag.
Okay. So you're gonna pay double. You pay 4 silver pieces then.
Yep.
Cool. The boarding. Let me think here. Since it's board, yeah. I mean, it's still you get a room, but it's like just a tiny room with a straw, mattress basically. Like not even like a proper mattress, just like basically like a pile of straw in the corner with a fucking ratty, flea-infested blanket on top of it.
Cool. How much is it? A silver piece?
Andres paid for you.
Huh?
Andres paid for Rachel.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. I'm gonna name my warhorse Epona.
I'm sorry, what?
Rachel names her warhorse Epona.
Nerd.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Epona is actually it's actually a reference to an actual mythical warhorse.
I know.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
actually the Gaulish
I'm just
goddess.
saying nerd because Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It's ruined all. Well, video games have ruined all myths and legends.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I've played Legend of Zelda, which is actually why I did it. But also, if the DM was like, you wouldn't know a video game name, like, well, it's actually an actual goddess. So, goddess is
the protector of horses, ponies, donkeys, and mules. She was also goddess of fertility, as shown by her attributes. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay. Cool. In the Gallo-Roman religion. Awesome. Very good. I thought you said you were giving your warhorse Epona, and I was like, what does that mean?
No.
Sounds like a disease.
That sounds like for something.
Something. Yeah. Cool. Good stuff. Okay. So rooms are set up. You got a couple of nights to spend in Nijmegen. Now that I Googled it, the pronunciation. Probably should have done that in the first place.
I believe I have a winter's blanket with my horse. I'm checking again to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I have a winter blanket. And if so, I'll bring my winter blanket.
Okay.
I don't have a winter blanket. I thought I did. Oh well.
You know what? I'm gonna get, instead of always rolling that die, why don't I get a black and a white die? I have them here. Yeah. There's a white.
Naming horses. I'll name my horse Gianna after my aunt who had a long face.
You know, what's funny is that I didn't want to get a horse, but I just figured since everybody's getting a horse, I get one. But I wanted to run around with a donkey.
Wow. Well, if you had a donkey, you wouldn't be able to keep up with everybody else.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't get one. But when we go back to our town, they were saying I'm getting a donkey demo.
Okay. So, anything else you want to do besides go into your rooms and eating rations or anything of that sort, or?
Or maybe get him a decent meal, then go to the room.
I think Andres would go to like. Is there like a guard post or something nearby?
Probably, yeah, not too far away since you're in the poor inn.
Figure he could go to one and try to see if he can get any other information at all about this bandit. Anything that will help out.
Okay. Roll 2d6 for me, my friend.
It's 7 total.
7. Nah. Heard stories about him. Not too interested. Not affecting us here in Nijmegen. Hey, aren't you that guy that's wanted for horse thievery in the south side?
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, he looks kind of like the guy. Come here.
You must be mistaken with somebody else. I'm not a horse thief.
He gets up off his seat, starts walking towards you, reaches down for a pair of manacles on his side.
Rachel steps up. Officer, surely there's some other way we can resolve this.
What? Who are you? Where did you
I
come
assume
from?
that you're an officer of the law, yes? Well,
That's right. This man's a wanted horse thief.
my friend and I just arrived in town. Well, my employer, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have evidence of this?
Actually,
The other three guards all stand up and start walking forward.
yes. You could ask Mr. Yan down at the docks. He just hired us when we came into town.
He saw.
Oh, froze again.
Oh,
Yeah, hopefully he'll be right back.
I was gonna say shit. If they would have grabbed me and put me in like handcuffs, I would have just like broke out of them when I had a chance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm playing what Rachel would do. I mean,
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
she's already said she's gonna make sure your head stays on your shoulders. So, gosh dog it, she'll make sure your head stays on your shoulders. It's funny that the person with like a -2 modifier in charisma is doing most of the charisma talking so far.
Yeah, well,
that's true.
talking with the Indian accent takes a while. So I
Yeah.
let you guys do the talking.
Yeah, I would like to help Andres get more stuff, but with his character being Spaniard and everything, it makes it so difficult because he has so much more charisma. So I'd like to see him play the like sexy Mexican, like the "Shows you talking to moi." But we live in a world of racism, so. Well, he tried to come back in. I hope his computer's not kaput.
Oh, there he is.
There we
Maybe.
go.
I was here a moment ago too, and then it crashed again.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you're gonna need to get that looked into.
Yeah. Anyway, so
She was interceding for Andres, and she says, "Yes,
Spend
Mr.
the night in
Yan
jail with-
actually just hired my boss as we came into town. You can
Yeah,
ask him."
you're coming into town.
Yes.
Oh, why don't you just set your weapons down over here, please?
I'd like to keep my weapons on my side.
No, I'm sorry. Set your weapons down now.
All right. She'll begin setting her weapons at her side.
And you also, Andres?
He would, but like as he's like taking out his weapons, he would be like, "Are you sure we can't talk about this?"
What's there to talk about? I think you're a horse thief.
But I'm not a horse thief. I'm a man of my word. I don't do those kind of things. I'm a gentleman.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Let's see. There's 4 of them. Give me 2d6 again.
Who?
Not you. With your -2 charisma modifier.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I was hoping.
Andres.
I got an 8.
An 8. All right. Give us 20 silver. We'll let you go.
All right, but can you make sure this doesn't happen again?
Don't show your face around here again. Should be no problem.
Well, thanks. You've been a lot of help. And he would put this 20 silver down and tell Rachel, let's get the hell out of here.
You can take your weapons.
Definitely will.
I would definitely not come around here again, though. Horse thieves get hung in this town.
Thanks. You've been a lot of help.
As Rachel is getting her, making sure her belt's tight and everything, she's just giving this guy a death glare. I mean, like, just rage on her face right now is just obvious.
As we walk out, he will whisper to Rachel, if we ever see this guy like by himself, we're going to kill him.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm glad that you said it before I did, because I promise you that.
But yeah, with that, I would definitely go back today, and then I think that I had enough adventure for one day.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we weren't at the end when that happened?
What's that? No, you were at the guard station.
Why'd we go to the guard station? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I was trying to get some information about the bandits, see if they had heard anything around this area.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, like I said, I'm your hired arm, so I would have been there. But I did miss that.
You're dealing with like four city guards, basically 4 police officers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now.
Well, I mean, I knew they were guards, but I thought they just happened to be sitting in the inn we were trying to go to.
No.
Okay.
That's why I didn't even know you went with him, but fair enough.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Anybody
next
else?
day we have a free day, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the next
Anyone else
day you have a free day. If nobody else wants to get in any more trouble that night.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No problem. No trouble.
During the day, Rachel would tell Andres to stay inside. But if she can, she would like to see if she could set up in such a way to kind of watch that guardhouse and take notes of the specifically that guy's route.
Okay, well, he was on the evening shift, so I want to wait till evening to do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Write it down in your notes anyway, because I don't think we're going to get there before we call it a night tonight.
All right.
You wanted to spy on this guard who said he'd probably put you up for horse thievery if he ever sees you again.
Okay, I have a little idea. During the day we have to spend, I'm gonna go around like a tourist and start talking about the fact that I heard that the white men have some flying ships. I would like to see that. Can anyone point me in the right direction, please?
What is going on here? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Because I can't see anything. I have lost my display. Great.
Try holding the Windows key down and pushing tab.
Yeah, it's still okay. Hold on.
Boom.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have to reset his thing. That sucks. I hate that his computer's going out. I hope we can get that fixed cheaply.
Yeah, hopefully, because getting a new laptop always sucks. Expensive.
The guy who's playing Matoya, I'm not sure what your name actually is. But you remind me of this guy on YouTube, this German guy who he makes like slingshot crossbows and stuff.
Okay, unfortunately, that's not me. But I'm
Yeah, I know it's not. I know it's not. But every time I see your face, I'm like the first time I saw you, I was like,
I'm
"Holy
wounded.
shit, are you that guy?" And
I'm
then it was like you
wounded that
start
you
talking
don't
about
remember me. We played together Call of Cthulhu with
yeah,
David. I was
yeah,
playing the French Canadian soldier.
yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, I certainly do remember that. But no, but I mean, just every time I see you, I don't know. I don't know that time if I did, but I know every time I see you in these games, for some reason, I think, oh, it's
I'm gonna have to check that out to see
yeah.
what
I'll send
I
you a
look
link later.
like. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Right. So, apologies. What were you saying?
I was saying I'll go around some parts of town and start asking to see a flying ship. I heard there was a flying ship. I want to see a flying ship. If people can point me in the right direction to see a flying ship, we don't have those in America.
A flying ship. We don't have them in Europe either, friend. What are you mad?
Well, this is what I've heard. If people told me lies, I am not responsible. But if you say no
Flying
flying ship, then I must be mistaken. Sorry then.
mistaken.
And
You must be crazy.
hmm, maybe. But like I said, I wanted to see because I find believing this hard. Then I go to someone else, like further, and start again to see if someone has heard of that.
No problem. What are the rest of you guys doing during the day, of course, before you go on your hunt for a police officer to
I'm not aware of any of this
I'm not
going on.
aware either. I'm not part of some conspiracy to kill police officers.
I am going to take a look around town for bookstores. Is there a bookstore?
Oh, there's lots of bookstores, I'm sure.
I'll take a walk through bookstores and look for any interesting items.
Okay.
That's what I'll do for the day.
No problem. Whoa, what is that? That was weird. Weird sounding. What about you, Andres? What are you doing?
Well, I was told to stay in my room, so I'm just gonna polish my my tools and things like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
be a
also,
good boy. Stay in your room.
So
I'm also
yeah, so the police officer said if he saw either of them, he'd lock them up.
Well, he specifically said it to
To the Spaniard.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be wearing my armor, and I think wearing different clothes,
Mhm.
I'll also wear my hair back. I had my hair down. I'll wear it back.
Okay.
I'm also
Actually,
going to
probably
look
would have.
for a.
Actually, I'll wear my hair down because I actually would have had it tied back because I was expecting battle. So I'll wear my hair down. I'll wear just normal clothing, and it'd be hard to really tell if it's the same person. I think.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
I'm also going to
But
look for a good winter
sorry.
cloak.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could definitely find one. They do
Yeah,
lots of clothes here. It's one of the specialties that they make in this town is clothing. Winter cloak. Well, winter clothes anyway, like a whole outfit,
Hmm.
um, would cost 10 silver pieces.
All right.
Yeah, that's actually a very good idea.
And how many
For
copper
just
to a silver?
for
10?
just a cloak, let's say 5. Yeah, 10. That's 100 copper.
5? Okay. I should probably get the whole outfit.
Okay. Yep. 10
It's
silver.
getting colder. Okay, so it's 50 silver to a gold. All right. There we go. All right, excellent.
Okay.
Perfect.
And what is Rachel doing when she's all kind of dressed down for the day?
Mostly she stays inside. She'd probably be kind of restless. How big are the like are these individual rooms or like in the inn that we're staying there? Or
They
are we
are,
just
but
like
they're basically like closet sized. It's just a pile of hay and a door and a
okay?
few walls.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, she will like she'll do things like I'm sure like the ceiling scabbard is revealed, so like she'll jump up on it and like do some pull ups and she'll like do some setups and stuff like that. Basically, keep herself in shape. Try to focus. Every once in a while, she kind of blinks out and has like this really thoughtful moment, and then she'll like have a shot of like alcohol to cool the memories of war because it never changes.
Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, cool.
She'll also tell Andres to make sure that he knows who it is before he answers the door.
Good idea.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. This works. Good one. All right. So you, not Natayoa.
Yeah,
Natayoa. How do you say it? Natayoa?
that's Iowa.
Natayoa. Right. I'll never get it right. Natayoa. As you're going around asking people about these flying ships and then talking to you, mad. One guy who looks a bit dicey. He keeps looking around, looking. Um, he's twitchy. He's nervous. He's constantly looking over his shoulders. He says, "Listen, friend." He says, "I don't know nothing about a flying ship, but I got to get rid of my ship and in a hurry. So I tell you what, I'll sell it to you for a good price."
Hmm.
She's a galleon. She's down on the docks there. She's called the Black Dog.
The Black Dog.
Yes, the
You
Black Dog.
want to sell your ship?
Yes, yes, it's a galleon. It's a fine ship, huge.
I see.
It's worth a lot of money.
I might know people interested in ship.
I got to get rid of it today, like soon, now. You can have it for 15,000 silver.
Hmm. I will have to talk to someone first. Please meet me at what's the name of the inn again?
Oh
The
yeah, the piss poor one you're staying at.
yeah.
Um, let's see. I never did give it a name. We will call it. Um, it's called the Drunken Knight.
the drunk-
Nighc, not Knighc. The Drunken Knight.
So meet at Drunken Night. I'll see if people I know interested in ship might buy yours.
Well, it's about midday now. I'll be there at the third hour.
Okay. So I try to meet with Antonio.
Okay, Antonio is out book shopping. What's your roll a d20 for me?
And that's a 13.
Okay, you catch him while he's having lunch, while he's come back for lunch.
I
Of
explained
course,
it.
he's at that fancy inn, which
Ah.
is called the Oriental Princess.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, Antonio. I met someone selling ship. I heard you might want ship to travel.
Oh. Eventually, of course. We do have this year-long contract, though. I don't plan on reneging on that deal.
Indeed, I was just transferring information if you interested.
Where is this gentleman at?
He will come meet me at drunken night at 3.
So in the afternoon. Hope
Yeah.
not in the middle of the evening.
In
No.
like 2.5 hours.
He, however, seemed very nervous about situation and was looking over shoulder. Maybe he tried to get rid of problem passed to someone.
That strikes a familiar chord. Describe the merchant to him that tried to sell us the mummy and also set his thugs upon Ignacio's character.
That's not the same guy.
That's not the same guy. Okay.
Otherwise, that guy was in Amsterdam a few days ago.
Right.
So.
Doesn't mean we were just in Amsterdam a few days ago as well.
True. It's true. Just saying. It's not this. Doesn't sound like the same guy though.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like me? Well, I suppose I could meet with this man.
Good. I shall accompany you then. And I had no luck finding information about flying ship like Eagle.
That's too bad. I do have to wonder if these devices actually exist, though. I suppose we will find out.
Well, people seem to think me crazy for saying so.
I'm not surprised.
What, me being crazy?
No, that people would look at you like that. I mean, after all, we're talking about a machine that allows a man to fly as the birds do. Seems preposterous to me. Such a thing could actually be created.
True. So
Although there
I
may
will.
be some,
Yes.
there may be some eldritch device behind it, if it is the case.
Ooh, he is eldritch.
Using strange forces to affect reality. I say quietly, making sure not to be overheard.
I see. Good. So I will go with you when
Of
3
course.
comes.
I will be there.
And
Okay.
that's about it.
Cool. So you have an appointment. Well, the guy is supposed to come see you at the Drunken Knight at 3 p.m. Selling a galleon, the Black Dog. This is all. Actually, technically, this is on the 10th, right? So I should write that down here. Say November 10. Okay. And I'll just say this here, leaving the 11th. So I've got all my notes in place. Okay, cool. I think that's a good point to wrap it up.
Okay.
And of course, don't forget, Rachel, that you still may want to stalk your police officer this evening on the 10th. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. and they
Well, I'm
want
having
that.
so many computer problems anyway. I think it's probably good to just call it now.
Yeah.
And we're about 3
Alright.
hours in, and we will hopefully resume this on Friday night again, same time. We will. I mean, I got to get that other computer running, and I got to figure out what I can do about this thing. Take it in, see if we get it repaired or whatever. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to end the broadcast now. So, cheers.
Yep. Bye.